Okay, here we go. Sorry, technical shizzle. Uh, I had I was on mute, but I hope I am no longer. Uh, any such horrendous apostasy. It's apostasy when it comes to live streaming to be muted. It's apostasy. Okay, who do we have? We have Bowie and Jens. Good evening, good night, wherever you may be. And today I have once again Leffe. It doesn't focus properly. It doesn't focus properly. Hey, it's a Belgian Trappist beer. It's brown ale type, I think. Um, it's wonderful. It's 6.5%, and it's Belgian beer, Belgian Trappist beer. I had I bought a bottle of a German German cloister or abbey beer. I can't remember the name of the top of my head. I think I still have the empty bottle there somewhere going for recycling, but I won't just go and check it out. It wasn't that, yeah, but it was excellent. Dark, but anywho, we have anyway Jens and Bowie. I hope the a few other people would show up. Maybe uh, Peter. I would hope Peter would show up and maybe Ghost maybe would show up on the special occasion. Gulnbacher Einsbock could be. I just don't remember, honestly. It could be Gulnbacher Eisbach. It could be. But I do not. I cannot remember, and I'm truly sorry for butchering that name. I prefer Dutch, not German. Anyway, give it up for. This is Stefan. For those of you who do not know and are not familiar with my co-hosts, and the other one is Bertil. Hey, also cute and cuddly. So, by the way, this is a special occasion you are witnessing here because this is live stream. Recently, I had the 100th episode special, but that was um, pre-recorded and live shows combined. But now this is the 80th live stream of on my channel. That's 80 plus hours of live show. I think that's okay. I think that 80 plus hours, over 80 hours of live shows is um, worth having a drink over, maybe. I don't know. So, um, I mentioned earlier that there was a comment on a video of mine. Uh, how do let's go to YouTube. Okay. Oi. Uh, let's. Oi, oi, oi. We need to get to commentary. Well, I think let's go here. Yes, here we have it. Okay, let's let's go to there. So this comment here on the video regarding France banning conversion therapy. There was a person named Frank Jordan who goes by this username. I thought it was filtered, either filtered out or something. I don't know. Or I thought this person had deleted. I I was mistaken. I thought this person had deleted this comment. Uh, but Frank, shame on you. Um, I thought it was um, deleted by Jordan or one of my moderators, but I was mistaken. It was not removed. In the YouTube studio, in when you go to the comments, when you go open the tab comments, there is you can pick the held for review, because you can make the setup that some that offensive comments go up for manual review by the channel owner. I couldn't find it there initially, but then I noticed the small text in the bottom that there is a comment held up for review which contains hateful or particularly offensive comment vocabulary. There it was. It was buried deep within, and it took me a very long time to even notice. But that tells that speaks volumes that it it's buried, that offensive shit like this is buried that deep within. But I what I did what I did was I offered him or her or I offered him, her, or them um, a an opportunity for debate. I that was 13 days ago. That was 13 days ago. But yeah, so attention, attention. We have a chicken. Frank Jordan chickened out. End of notice. Um, these people never do. These people always, every single time when I um, challenge these people for a debate on a neutral channel, nothing and nothing. Okay, but let's go for the actual topic of the day at hand: public toilets and sports for um, trans people. By the way, let's go and have a look at Frank's. Yeah, there is nothing. There's no way of contacting this person apparently. So we cannot go and send him an email. There's no way we can really contact him or get any sort of a reply from this person. Anyway, trans people and sports. Let's take up. I've made a few videos regarding the sport and public toilets for trans people, namely the cases in Arkansas and Mississippi. To mention a few, these have been horrible. Let's take these are the articles that I um, took or picked up for the live shows. Okay, this is for the Arkansas case. It's dated March 23rd of 2021. Arkansas lawmakers on Monday approved banning transgender girls and women from competing on school sports teams consistent with their gender identity, the latest state to advance prohibition despite warnings of the devastating impact it could have on the youth. There was, I can't remember for the love of me which state uh, it was. Either you, this whole shit show's been going on mostly in the US. It's been mostly contained in the US, but it's still ravaging across the globe, obviously. But for the love of me, I can't remember which state it was. I could have looked it up, but I forgot. Where this legislator wasn't even the senator or the chair of the state parliament who was saying, and or the person who introduced the bill from GOP, um, aka the Republicans, that he acknowledged. Note he it was a guy in a middle-aged or late middle-aged white cis male. Uh, he acknowledged the harm it does, but he acknowledged that yes, it does uh, more harm than good to these trans people, but it needs to be done. It does do harm. It does do permanent damage. He acknowledged the permanent damage, but he, uh, despite that, he said this needs to be done for the greater good or something. His argument was it needs to be done because of the greater good, and we need to protect the girls and all the schmuggles, you know. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, and for those who are sensitive to topics such as suicide, depression, self-harm, mental health issues, etc., please move to another video of mine because here we go. Um, it was 75 to 18 in favor. Yes, national advocacy groups. Yeah, only one state, Idaho, has enacted on law curtailing trans student sports participation, and that 2020 measure is blocked by a court ruling as a lawsuit plays out. National advocacy groups, including those representing pediatricians and social workers, have said the ban and other measures targeting trans youth risk further marginalizing a group already at high risk of bullying, depression, and suicide. It's extremely hard to be a kid, and if you're a transgender kid, your life's even harder. Representative Tippy McCullough, a top Democrat in the Arkansas House and the only openly gay member of the legislature. Yeah. Republican Representative Sonia Barker, the bill sponsor, told the lawmakers that the measure creates fairness in women's sports by establishing a level of field for girls and women in our Arkansas schools. What a pile of horse manure. Bowie says, but why? But why? There is no good that comes from discrimination, because they what I what this uh, cunt named Sonia Barker says, fairness for cis women and girls, like OMG. uh, no, there's no such thing. Not because Bowie, they just want to consolidate their own position. They want to. I don't even know why. They just want to be douchebags. You know? Where was it? Come on. Um, I had it. I had a meme posted by Mr. Peter Novel, but I just, for the love of me, I cannot find. Yeah. Okay, I might not go into that because it's about gun control, and I don't want to get too deep. But you know, it just it's silly. It's just silly. There's no use. There's no place for discrimination. Yeah. Okay, let's go for the Mississippi. Here's a white cis male sign. Uh, this man, this man here has blood on his hands. Yeah, this man has blood on his hands for sure. He has blood on his hands. Oops. No. Anyway, no. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is one of again for girls. What I was wondering, uh, why is it always uh trans women and trans girls? Why isn't it ever trans boys and trans men in the sports questions and the toilet questions? Because trans men have quite a bit more, at least in the beginning, they have they have a lot more testosterone in their system. Say what now? Wig? Oh yeah. That's a mullet. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my fucking god! What a cunt! And uh, notice how many women. I'd say 2/3 of these people present are women. Do the women look happy? Not really, no. Do the men look happy? Many of them, many of them do. Many do. So, yeah, just those people can just go fuck themselves. Okay? But yes, my question here. What? Why is it? Yeah, they all look pissed. Do these women look happy? Happy there? Look. Do these women look happy? Do they look happy? I don't know. No. This guy looks more than happy. Hmm? And this guy here is more like, why do I have to be here? Do I really have to be here? I don't want to be here. And this guy is like, oh, for fuck's sake, come on, man, are you serious? But what we have in Finland in many public spaces, we have unisex toilets. We have men, women, and unisex. So that's one way of handling things when it comes to public toilets. Uh, uh, I mean, unfortunately, many of these unisex toilets are at the same time uh, for disabled people. You know, the special toilets where that disabled people use. In some, it varies. Sometimes there are only just men and women. Sometimes the unisex toilet is the same physically the same place where people with wheelchairs and such go to go take a wee. Um, then we have places where the toilets are 100% unisex. Um, but where I work, they've taken the this idea one step further. Where I work, the locker room, the changing room is unisex. It's tiny. It's a tiny locker, but it's a tiny room where we have the work the working clothes the we use at work, and it's unisex. And the lockers we have are just cubes this like this big, like half a meter by half a meter, and then half a meter, half a meter, half a meter, maybe a meter back, half a meter, and a meter deep with a special with our own key. So that's one way of handling it. And we have, I think, the solution is this: what we have in many places here in Finland. Provide either you provide toilets for men, women, and the men, women, and unisex, or all toilets are unisex. Men, women, unisex, or just or everything is unisex when it comes to public toilets. Yeah, it's that simple. Just kidding. It's not that simple. Um, because there are always those idiots who claim, that there are these. They make up these ridiculous claims of their if you if you enable such thing as unisex toilets, or let trans people go into to the toilets of their consistent with their gender identity. It they always make the arguments that the trannies are just gonna molest children. So why? Yeah, because it doesn't work that. But all sensible people know that it just doesn't work that way. Oops. I had the wrong. Okay, anyway, I have forgotten to make one setting. Yeah, but anyway, they just is these GOP folks are always blaming trans people being horrible bastards, but they aren't. Um, Bowie says whatever crap he's planning needs a good foiling. Yeah. Jens says US tech said don't. Yeah, it's abstinence only. And Aaron Ra has pointed out the fact that the states, the most fundamentalist uh, Bible Belt states like Alabama, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, etc., where the abstinence only is the most prevalent practice. The rate of teen pregnancies and abortion rates and teen pregnancy rates and abortion rates are through the roof. Uh, the less you give sex ed, the higher the teen pregnancy and abortion rates are. It's statistics. If you check the rates in Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, and such in the South, the Bible, in the deep South Bible Belt, you'll see. Aaron Ra pointed this out a few years ago, and where the least they control guns, the more gun crimes there are, or gun violence. So, but I cannot understand what the problem is with not allowing. What the problem is, why they cannot allow trans people to use public toilets consistent with their um, gender identity. It's not that you shouldn't be making things more difficult that they already are. At least in my humble opinion. Any questions, commentary at this point? Uh, I would have hoped that more people would have showed up today, but apparently that was too much to hope for on a Friday evening. Uh, by the way, that Bowie that says that bill is not necessary. No, it is not. It's absolutely It's abominable. Uh, None of those bills passed in the U.S. Jens says my child might see something I don't want them to see. Precisely, because they are afraid. They are afraid of something that they don't understand. People don't understand, and they don't want to understand. They don't want to understand because they are afraid. Because there was a good reference I found some time ago that homophobia is the fear, especially the homo, the especially the particular branch of homophobia that these that's it's the especially the particular branch of homophobia is the fear, the branch of homophobia that these men are grappling with is the homophobia that they fear that men will do the same to them that they do do to women. Yeah. They don't want to be treated the same way they treat women. Hence they have this special type of subcategory of homophobia. Bowie says Republicans are usually homophobic and transphobic, and it's really annoying. So are many Democrats, but to a much lesser degree. To a much lesser degree, unfortunately. Okay, let's. I want this. Okay. I just wanted to move the chat. Oh, why do I have? Yes, let's go. Yeah, but it's pure fear, because they don't understand what being trans really is. They just say, "Yeah, it's bad because it's bad. It's bad, okay? Because I say so," uh, without really understanding what it really is. I bet these uh, people who want to ban all this shit don't uh, don't even know what trans people look like. Yeah, they don't even know what trans people look like, and they're their concept of what trans people are supposed to look like and what they are supposed to do, and they got it from their parents, and they got it from in their childhood, 50s, 40s, 50s, 40s and 50s. There was a completely different view of what trans people were like. They got this. They were the victim of fear mongering at the time, and they are still grappling with the after effects of this fear mongering, and they just push these panic buttons to make these laws because they are afraid. They don't understand, hence they are afraid. Therefore, they don't even want to understand. Bowie says Texas, Arkansas, Florida, and Arizona are all Republican states. Yes, and there the situation is the worst uh, regarding LGBTQ plus people. Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's not that difficult. Just put up the unisex toilets. If you don't want to do anything else, just drop the unisex toilets in the picture. Uh, and there we are. That problem solved. You can even put the unisex toilets in the set in this in the other end of the corridor if you're so afraid. Put the unisex toilets on the other side of the corridor, on the other end of the corridor. Problem solved. As for the sports, if it's so goddamn sorry the expression, but if it's so goddamn important, why why not check the testosterone levels? Why not have testing like physical like the sort of entrance exams for entrance exams, you know, in have all those who want to join the all those trans kids and adults wishing to join the sports team, have them, have all the cis women make take the tests and have a baseline what to expect from a cis baseline of what cis people are how cis people are expected to perform, and then compare the results of trans people to this baseline. You need to have how much you can deviate from these, how much the variance is in cis women. Have tests for everyone, both cis and trans, how well they perform in relation to your baseline, and see how it goes. Bowie says, why can't everything be equal? That's so hard about equality. Yes, precisely. Jens, they're athletes, Jews. They take steroids. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's oops. Where are they? Where are they? Okay. Anyway, how many aren't? I guess a lot of those are on the athletes are on Jews. They take some kind of dope. I don't know. Okay, and we have another person I've talked about, Elliot Page, which is cross paths with the Alabama case, and Elliot has been standing up against the Alabama and many others for that matter, many other cases of anti-trans legislation. Bowie says, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I've had him on as a subject for my videos once, I think, at least. But it was a fun stream. Okay. Okay, I need more beer. I will be right back. Okay. Uh, Regarding some news, I have received emails from a viewer suggesting a topic, and I find it very interesting. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Not that is okay. It was a hate mongering, I think was the. I think what is that in English? I need to check that what the what it is in English because it's something that sounded. Uh, yeah, hate speech. Uh, a man was convicted of hate speech against a trans woman in Norway um, on Facebook. Was sentenced to uh, I think it was 30 days in prison or something. No, sorry, 25, uh, 21 days of suspended sentence and 15,000 Norwegian kroner in fines. Yeah, Norwegian kroners to euros. No, not there. 1,000. It's about 1,500 euros, which equals to United States dollar. How much is it in USD? United States dollar. Uh, it's about 1,700, but 1,700 USD in fines and 21 days of suspended sentence. But that, and it was a one of a kind. It's a first of the kind. Um, first of a kind, as I understand it, after a law change. This was the first case trying this law out, and it was a conviction. 21 days suspended sentence, suspended prison sentence, and 15,000 Norwegian kroner in fines. But I will make a video about that in the future once I get some some of those documents translated from Norwegian into Finnish and or English. I think I'll try to get them translated into English when I can, but at least to Finnish, which is then once I get the stuff translated to Finnish, I I will start preparing a video about that because that is a landmark ruling by by the courts in Bergen, Norway. Um, so that is something to come. I, as I said, I got this tip off from a viewer who wishes to remain anonymous. Anyway, any more? What do you think about this particular topic? Maybe that is coming up in maybe not so distant future. Just for the love of me, I can't. Let's okay, never mind. I will make a video about that. And this gives me a an excellent point to turn your to turn to the links in the description box. There will be my playlist. Playlists will be there. Email address. Discord server links. If you aren't there, please go there already. They're there. I think Jens is on the server at least, and there are links to my PayPal for one-time donations if you like. If you don't like monthly donations in the wonderful place called patreon.com/Heidi's Corner. There is a special offer. I will send a personalized thank you video for those who sign up for the two highest tiers by the end of this week, by Sunday. Those who signed up. No, 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 no. Those who signed up for uh, those and otherwise these tiers will have nice things included to them. Also access to special channels on my Discord server, on my channel Discord server, a special server role, which you can then show off to others that I support Heidi's Corner on Patreon. Oh, yeah. Dewey says, did you know that in nowhere Did you know that in Nowhere, Kansas, there is a random house that looks exactly like the one featured in the show Courage the Cowardly Dog? I did not know that, and I'd never heard of the show either. Okay, let's go. Show Courage the Cowardly. Cowardly Cat. No, I don't think I've seen. But oh yeah, that type of house. Yeah, some claim Courage the Cowardly Dog is based on a true story. Let's see. Yeah, there is some creepy shit there behind, allegedly some creepy shit behind Courage the Cowardly Dog. So uh, Bowie says the cartoon was based off of true events because the couple that lived there had a dog with the same name. The couple vanished. That's interesting. Hey, maybe I will do creepy stories at some point in on this channel. Who knows? A Halloween special, perhaps. I don't know. But oy, I think it's time to go for this time. And by the way, a shout out to my great, wonderful Patreon, Flems. Flems is a good person. Be like Flems. Become my patron. And Bowie says, strangely, only that dog was found. Okay. Uh, Thank you very much for this evening. I hope you will have a wonderful, uh, wonderful weekend. Aww. And we will as well. Okay. Without further ado, without further ado, I say good night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Discord during the weekend, and I will see you here on my channel on Monday.